Hey everybody, it's Tony Schiavone of All Elite Wrestling, and this is True Hill Heat. And I said it right, you motherfuckers.
All right, ready when you are.
Hey guys, I may have go away heat, but these guys have true heel heat. So you better listen to the podcast or else I'm gonna kick you in your fucking cock and balls.
I'll get it.
Yo, what up? You know what it is. It's your boy AJ Francis reporting to you live from New York City, the birthplace of hip hop. And I'm telling you that I'm only tuned in with True Heel Heat Wrestling. Holla at me.
Hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. We are live on the True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook and Twitter for our Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4, Episode 8, Higher Calling Review. And of course, to do that, to review Power Book Ghost, as we always do, we are joined by the beautiful, the lovely Miss Krssi Love. How are you doing today, Miss Krssi?
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. What's up, peeps? What's happening? There's a lot of people that wasn't happy with episode 8. I mean, it was a slow episode. A lot of fuck shit happened, but the ending was good, you know.
If you're judging it just by an episode, it was a solid setup episode.
Correct.
But if you're judging it by the history of episode 8 in all Power Books, like book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4,
Okay.
does not matter. It was a letdown. And this was probably the weakest part in comparison to episode 6 and 7. This is the weakest of the second half of this final season.
Fair. Okay, fine. If you're basing it off that, okay, fair. Yes, absolutely. Trash. Throw it in the fucking garbage. Got it. If you're basing it from the season and from how things went, then I don't think it was a bad episode. But like I was talking, my mom and my brother, that he was like, we all anticipate and watching. We don't say nothing until someone watches. He was like, this episode was trash. He'd like the same thing you said. He was like, this was garbage. I was like, I mean, it wasn't bad. I was like, the ending was great. He was like, that we can agree on. I was like, oh, whoa, okay, wow. I was like, he was really like pissed. I was like, I mean, it was a lot of like messy stuff happening, but what are we gonna do?
It just seemed like setup for what I think is going to be a more exciting edge of your seat final 2 episodes. But it very much be. Watching episode 8, it very much felt like I don't think they knew this was the final season.
No, they really didn't. I think that's why they had to like rush and do everything. Once they taped it and they had to do everything over, I think that's what happened. Yes.
Yeah, that was my main thought coming out of this episode. Is I was like, I don't know if they knew this was the end or not.
But even
doesn't
when they
feel like it right now,
right? Even when they released like the whole thing, like everyone that was in the cast was surprised that they was like getting shut down because they was like, how is that even? They didn't even know.
Yeah. We got a couple of folks already in the chat. Thanks for joining us today. We appreciate y'all. If you are joining us live, appreciate y'all. If you are watching us on demand, remember to show your appreciation back the simplest way possible. Drop the thumbs up on this video. You can share this video with all your Power Universe friends, fam, and everyone else in between. If you are new to the True Hill Heat Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified from all the great content here. We hit 700 subscribers over here on our second channel over the weekend. Hope you've been enjoying all the content, whether it be our Power
Thank you,
Book 2
guys.
Ghost reviews, whether it be our NFL picks podcast, as well as our NFL watch parties. And now we're going to be we're going to be doing Agatha All Along reviews. I don't know if it's going to be this week or maybe next week. We do all 4 episodes that the kind of reviewers have already watched.
Okay.
I've watched the first 2 episodes, which
I
I
heard it was
thought were
amazing.
good.
Yeah, I heard
it
they
was
were really
good.
good.
Good stuff there. So I might save it till maybe the week after to kind of do the first 4 episodes, because I've seen a lot of reviewers, they did a special screening where they saw all the first 4 episodes. So maybe I'll do it
Okay,
like that,
okay,
and then we'll
okay.
do week to week until the series ends. So I'm liking it so far. Thumbs
Okay,
up there.
cool.
And
Do
also,
you know how many
got to
episodes?
do our Bel Air review, Bel Air season 3 review, and the
Okay.
Bear season 3. I'm on the last episode. I'm finally going to
Okay.
finish it.
The Bear,
I've enjoyed it. I'm only one
I-
episode away, and I've enjoyed it.
I liked this season. I don't think people really were upset about it. I mean, coming from season 2, of course, yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't think the season was bad. I think they went more like in depth and dramatic wise instead of more like comedic wise, but you still had the funny parts to me. I still think it was a solid, good season for me.
I would say the main reason, and this is me and Jimmy, you can see us, watching this season over on his channel. We pretty much pinpoint that probably the only reason at 9 episodes in why people would say this was a weaker season is because it's had significantly less Richie. There's been no Richie episode. It's been very less Richie. They featured more in this season. Tina, who I loved. I said it before. I'll say it again.
That was the episode of the season for me.
No question. The best 2 episodes so far. This is like a preview for our Bear review. Best 2 episodes of that season. Episode 6, the Tina episode, and episode 8, the Jamie Lee Curtis in the hospital with Sugar.
Yes.
Those are the best 2 episodes of the season for me.
But I like that they don't always, and it doesn't from what it went. I mean, they do pinpoint everybody, but that you still don't know who everyone is, and that's why you had the Tina episode. You had the thing why Sugar and her mom are like the way they are. Like I enjoyed the season. That's just me.
So I should be done with the whole season 3 this week. So we'll plan ahead. Maybe next week after Bear season 3 review. Also, how far along are you on Bel Air?
I haven't started yet. I'm sorry.
See, you gotta get your life together. I might have to call sober guy JJ, who don't even answer me for the collision review we got to do after this. But we'll see if he shows up for a Bel Air review. And I got to do the boys season.
Oh,
4
the boy! Now I finished the boys. We told you to get on board, and you got on board real fast. So
hey, I listened to my recommendations here. That's what we're here for.
Cody Rhodes could be Homelander if he was heel.
Could be, but Homelander may be one of the best villains in television history. One of the best.
Yep.
We do have DeMarcus in the chat with us today. Welcome, Marcus. He says, "What's good, everyone? Happy Monday." He also says, "Happy 24th birthday to Michael Rainey Jr., aka Tariq Scam St. Patrick." Scam Patrick. That's what Kane called him.
Kane is such a hater, yo. Oh my god, he's such a hater. It was shown in this episode for sure.
Absolutely. We also got Ace in the chat who says, "What's up, SP3 and Krssi? Are you all kidding me right now? Don Carter and Noma working together?
It
They
was bound to
united.
happen. It was bound to happen. I'm sorry.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend."
Listen, I
We
get it.
got DeMarcus. He says Tariq finally became the latex predator, and it messed him up getting the butt. He couldn't clap the cheek because he wanted to use the latex.
Now
What
he
we
wanted.
doing, Diana?
That whole scene was stupid to me. I'm sorry, but whatever. I hated it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was sitting here with my husband. I was like, he was like, what? He was like, why you keep sucking your teeth? Because this is bullshit. This is all bullshit.
Hey, he learned his lesson. That's what life's all about. It's learning your lessons.
Now she mad at him for trying to do the right thing. You can't win
Here we
with that
are.
girl, and everyone loves. Oh, Diana, fuck Diana. Look at she showed her fuck shit that episode.
Oh, we got DeMarcus. It says, "Imagine if Don Carter and Noma smash. Don Carter resembled Mecca with the hair, and Noma resembled Denise with the short hair.
You
This
know what? I
combination
can't.
is dangerous and scary." We're going there. We're going there already. Thank you, DeMarcus, and congratulations on 700 subs. We got Ace in the chat who says Effie telling her mom to F off. I mean, the mom only wanted to say hi and come to visit her school because she wanted some money.
That's it. She might be worse than Kate Egan, and that's saying a lot.
Literally, DeMarcus said it. Effie mother Melissa is the younger version of Kate Egan.
Yeah, because they only think about themselves. So you come all the way over here to get money from me because your boyfriend that did something to me left you and you ain't got you asked out. What kind of shit is that?
Indeed. We got Justin in the chat. Good to see you, good brother. He says justice for Yasmin's screen time. I mean, Yasmin, they're gonna do the spinoff based on Yasmin because she's the final heir of St. Patrick. If Tariq gets killed off, it's gonna be Yasmin's story after that. That's what's next. That's the next book. It's gonna rewind like 10 years in time, and Yasmin gonna get in the drug game.
I mean, it's in the DNA.
Exactly. You're the daughter of James St. Patrick and Tasha Green.
Let's see it from a woman's point of view. Queen pin.
And finally, we got DeMarcus. He says FB could say that Kane graduated from Clark Atlanta University. Remember that Kane told Kevin Grant that he graduated from there in 2016. He did know. He was like, I'm a graduate of Clark Atlanta. He got Kevin all excited. So. All right, let's get into this week's episode. The show kicks off with Carter doing a mini eulogy for Felicia, saying that she died in a car accident to his team. But Nico, once again, he's suspicious. Supercock Nico. He's suspicious of all this. He says, "What the fuck really happened?" He whispers to Don Carter as he corners him at the precinct. But Carter doubles down on the story, and still Nico's not convinced. And this would become like I would call it maybe the C plot, because it would mesh into what I would be the B plot. So I'll put it C plot. Then you got the A plot, which is always Tariq. Tariq and Monet, they meet up to figure out what the heck they're going to do. The plan they come up with, even though they don't like it, is weaponize Noma so that she has a motive to take out Carter. So they meet with Noma and Kane. Noma wants to know what specifically Carter has on her. And Tariq and Monet did not get that far into their planning, and they cannot even come up with anything. Every time she asked the question, they were like, "We don't got time for that. We don't got time for that. You just need to think about it."
She's becoming very impatient and all this other stuff. And it's like, girl, you brought me into this. I'm trying to help you. Like literally, you and your dumbass daughter brought me into this mess. I was kind of clear him. Like I was underneath his radar. Like he seen me, but he didn't really have anything on me until your daughter brought me into this BS. Now guess what? I'm a part of the damn team. So now we got to figure this shit out. What other ideas you got?
All of that gets buried. Noma casually, turns them down on wanting to kill Don Carter, even though they're very insistent that he's coming after Noma. And she casually, when Monet goes to leave, she casually lets her know we're gonna be family, love.
Oh yeah, she was a bitch on this one. Oh, she was real bitchy right here.
She says Kane's my business partner and my fiance.
Fiance,
I
like
love. Oh my god, I love Tariq's response. Tariq reacts by laughing. He's like, he did one of those.
Like you gonna marry him? This nigga?
After Monet storms out, Tariq closely follows, and he was like, "Hopefully, if you're too worried about your love thing, you should worry about Carter more." Noma tasked Kane with figuring out exactly what Carter knows about her operation and how he found out about it in the first place. Pretty soon, you get Jackson and Davis and Effie are summoned to Noma's as well, and they are both shocked to hear the big news. Davis was showing himself. He was jealous.
He was jealous. He was showing. Like if your feelings was a person, it was him. Because he was showing he was tight. Oh, he was tight.
He was tight.
Are you being Kane right now, bro? Like, stop it.
He was showing his Kane card right quick.
Definitely showing his Kane card, yo, for sure.
She says our nuptials need to appear rock solid, so any dalliance between you two is now over. Talking to Effie about Effie and Kane's relationship. Adding insult to injury, Noma then instructs Effie to create a social media profile for Kane, so he looks legit. Effie looks like she doesn't care, but of course she does. And she tells him to set up a LinkedIn or whatever, and also a business profile and a college profile. And Davis adds, "Better be community college."
Yeah. Oh, that was so funny. He was such a hater right here. Like, bro, like stop being like that. You just mad because you didn't think about it first.
I mean, yeah. But I think this is all setting up for Power's version of a red wedding. I think some people are gonna die at the Kane and Noma wedding.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I kind of like that scenario. Or maybe they're about to go away for their honeymoon per se, and she's going back to Europe, and then something happens to her plane, or something happens. I feel like Noma's gonna be like the version of what's the guy that Ghost and Tommy had to get rid of?
Lobos.
Lobos. I feel like this is what's gonna happen with her. I feel like she's the female version of Lobos because she's on everybody's fucking nerve, and they got to get rid of her. So yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think will kill Noma? Because I think we're all fairly on the same page that Noma gotta go.
Noma has to go.
Especially how this episode ends. She got to join right up with Don Carter and get clipped by the end of this series. But who do you think takes out Noma?
I would either say her daughter, or because that would give us like some totally out of left field. Because if you've seen what happened with her daughter kind of knows that she's an asshole and she's a liar.
Yes.
We can see that off the bat. So I think it's either her daughter or Monet.
I'm going with Kane.
Oh. So Kane could be the head poncho in charge. You married me. He's not, because he's not, even though he can't stand Monet, he will not kill his well, yeah.
He won't kill his mom. He always will choose his family over Noma.
Correct.
Because he still hasn't told her that the real informant in all of this is Monet.
Correct. Yes.
Monet was the one that informed on the whole Russian bust and everything.
He still ain't tell that, tell like he knows almost, he's like putting all the stories. He knows that she was the informant for Carter. She's doing everything. He still hasn't told us. So he's still like playing the game.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't be mad at that.
We get Justin in the chat. It says Effie gonna create a Black Planet page for Kane out of spite.
I wouldn't be mad at that part though.
Get him a Black Planet, a MySpace, and a Skonex.
Damn, you pulling it back. Whoa. Wow. SP. Damn.
I was a part of that first generation of social media. I know all of them. We got Asu predicts it's gonna be Monet. Yeah, let us know in the chat if you're watching, if you're with us live. Let us know who you think is going to kill Noma by the end of the series. So time for a new plan with our A plot here of Monet and Tariq. Since Noma won't help Tariq and company take out Don Carter, they pivot. New plan is to give Carter all of their leverage on Noma. And for that, they need Davis's help. So right after Davis meets with Noma, where Noma basically tells him, like, oh, he's like, oh, the whole point of pillow talk is that you need to talk and you need to tell me these things. How am I supposed to, protect you and be your lawyer? Yeah, she was like, love, you're just mad because you wanted that to be your role. And our business relationship has its limits, love. So she basically brushes him aside. So Davis decides, even though, when they ask him, oh, we need your help. We need all the information that you have on Noma. He's like, Noma is my client. And we get the scene that we saw in the coming attractions of Tariq being like, your allegiance lies with me. It's with me. He did make a good point. He was like, the only reason you're working with Noma is because I gave you the information you needed to help her.
I did kind of say that too, but nobody ain't even paying Davis right now. We want retainer, but ain't nobody sending me not one check. And y'all know my shit is in the hole right now.
I think Noma's paying him.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Yeah,
that's the only one that can say anything about payments. Is him with Noma.
Yeah,
Monet and Tariq, they ain't got a pot to fucking pissing.
Nope. So after some initial hesitance, he does declare his allegiance to Tariq and Monet. He lets them know that Aircraft Global is a front business for Noma and how she washes her drug money. But she's under too much scrutiny in Europe, so she needs an American citizen to own the front so she can get the government contracts that she wants. And that's the whole reason why she's marrying Kane.
Yep.
Kane's going to be the American citizen to own the front business, and a prenup will protect her assets from him and when they want to like Splitsville, basically.
Yeah.
Davis tells them about Sterling Reynolds, who works in the commerce department. He tells Tariq and Monet to float that name by Carter, and he'll have all the leverage he needs. Tariq and Monet then meet with Carter and Drew at during the nighttime. Yeah. They give him the intel on Reynolds, but he doesn't care. Even though they're like, we gave you the information you need, you should be done with us. And he tells them that nothing. He basically tells them like, y'all ain't in charge of this. He says nothing has changed about their situation. On the way out, Monet makes sure to remind Drew that her blood runs through his veins. He says that what is he supposed to be, a daddy replacement? And he's like, I love Drew's response. He was like, I wouldn't need a replacement if it wasn't for you, bitch.
Yeah. Like, I think Monet be kind of forgetting like the shit that she be doing. Like, she be thinking that she doing it out of love, but no, you kind of like doing it to like dot your I's and cross your T's, but you still be fucking shit up. Like, and it be all your fault. You still be trying to justify your shit.
So we basically we got Power Driver Finisher in the chat. Good to see you, brother. He says Noma's a dummy, killing off the dude she knew to align with Kane. Yeah,
that's very true. Yeah,
that is true. Uh, she tells Monet tells Drew, "You are a Tejada no matter what." And when Drew shows up to run Carter's undercover fight club the next day, he well first before that we see him at the fight club when
Drunk.
everybody's there fighting and he's a little bit drunk. Kane shows up and basically was like, Monet told him that he's supposedly working with Don Carter and he's like talking trash to him, and Drew's feeling himself. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm running things around here.
Word.
He's like, I'm running things around here, so you can't tell me nothing. He was like, how about you come back and have a drink with your brother? But then he finds out after the meeting with Monet and Tariq the next morning, he finds out that someone brought the building and a note is left for Drew and lets him know that it was Kane and Noma.
Noma. that was now that we playing chess, not checkers. That was a move right there. I came out of left field. I was like, oh, okay, no problem.
But this is a point that Noma made that too much Kane tries to do these pissing contests.
Yes,
instead of like how we first were introduced to Kane in the first episode of this series was him killing the guy that he got into a fight with at the party.
Yes.
At the party for Zeke. He killed him at the end of that episode. He's not doing enough killing. That's what he's good at. When he tries to get in these pissing contests, it always goes back on him and fucks shit up. Mm-hmm. And this is what happens because Drew gets his revenge by breaking into his brother's apartment, correctly guessing the password for his computer.
I wish they would have told us what it was, because I was like, what was the day? Like, how'd you guess it like that? Like, what was it? But
it was family first, probably. So he logs into his iMessages to see that there's a gun shipment arriving that evening. Carter's task force, led by Nico, interrupts Noma's gun shipment. And as Kane spins out upon hearing the news, he gets a text from Drew that says, "Sorry about your guns." with the frowny face emoji, which was hilarious.
But this, I feel that. But once Drew is both going to bite Drew and Kane in the ass. I feel like both of them. They're just being like little kids, not even understanding like what they're doing to each other, and it can affect others around them.
Yeah, and now they're both working with fucking the feds because Noma's associated with Don Carter. So Kane, you basically working with the cop that you didn't want to work with, the dirty cop.
That part.
And this came after they busted the whole gun shipment after Drew basically had a conversation with Don Carter saying that he's already found a new spot for their fight club, and because he basically set him up to run the fight club that Zion used to own at the beginning of the episode, and now they're gonna find a new spot for that, and that's when he told him the information about the gun shipment. They're trying to bust down on Noma. So to finish off this whole plot here, basically Noma's has the meeting with Sterling Reynolds, and Davis McLean pops up, and he's like, "I'm gonna prove myself. I'm gonna prove myself to my woman. I'm gonna prove myself." He gives her a note, passes it to her that reads, "Carter has eyes and ears on you. Dinner's over." They bail soon after, to the extreme frustration of the crooked detective who's watching in a surveillance van outside. In the car on the way home, Noma realizes that I have to neutralize the motherfucker. So
I didn't know was gonna be that.
But basically, though, this is a plan from Tariq. Because after Davis gets that information from Noma, he says that Noma has been activated to Tariq. So Tariq is playing chess. I got to give Tariq his credit. He's playing chess.
You're right.
Because he gives them the information and then has Davis bust up the meeting so he doesn't get anything. Because Carter was still going to be in control of him. So he's like trying to keep him at bay because of that first meeting that we saw between Monet and Tariq, where they was like, if he busts Noma, there's going to be nothing that's going to stop him from either killing them or keeping them under his control.
That's true. Well, yeah, he is. I didn't even think about that. He is playing He is playing chess. Like, yeah, Let's do this. I forgot all about that part of this damn episode. Well,
I
Tariq
love
started it.
I love the I love DeMarcus saying F Tariq St. Patrick was Kane's password. And then
Ah!
Justice says, you know that password was I hate Tariq 6'9".
Oh, you guys are clowns for coming up with that shit, yo. Ah.
Yo, I took Tariq's girl 6'9". Oh my God. Kate always focus on Tariq. It gotta be something with Tariq, right?
Too focused since the day he met him. Hated his guts. If hate was a
So
person.
so the next morning, after the whole bust of the Sterling Reynolds meeting, Noma and Kane meet up with Nico because he's a member of the task force. And he wants freaking $50,000 just to meet with them. Then he says that for him to turn on Carter, he needs 7 figures up front and then regular payments. And he just walks away. They barely had a meeting. They barely were able to get 2 or 3 sentences out. And Nico walked off on them with 50K. And
Easy.
all King could say was, "You greedy motherfucker."
Well, I mean, that is much greed, but you know, you will go into depth of like what he does next. But yeah, I was like, though, this nigga's really feeling himself. He ain't gotta do shit what y'all want. Y'all need me. I don't need y'all.
No.
And it spoke volumes. Like, yo, you got my money? Here you go. All right, well, this is what it is. Check you later.
Deuces.
Nothing else to say. And I'm like, wow, I'm in the wrong business.
I need to be in the cookie cop business, over
Right.
here. Nico, though, he immediately shows his loyalty, shows where his allegiance is at.
Yep.
And he immediately reports the offer to Carter, who tells him to pretend to agree to the deal with the caveat that the first payment must be made in person. And then at the end of the episode, it's Carter who's there when Noma goes to make the payment in person. And they realize they share a common enemy, Tariq St. Patrick and Monet Tejada. And Noma offers a proposition. Why not work together against them and cut out the middleman? He says nothing, but he looks very intrigued. And we basically end the episode with Noma saying that she can offer a whole lot more than those two can. So it looks like Noma and Carter are together. They are the ops. They've been the two antagonists this entire season.
Yep.
Like we said last week, they kind of lessened and softened Noma a bit throughout this season, but Carter has been the main antagonist. So him teaming up with Noma and probably going to be clapping her cheeks because every man she seems to get near clapping them cheeks, except for Obi, except for poor Obi.
Oh yeah, she did. Yeah, she didn't give that nigga time of day. Not the time nor the day.
So who do you think? So you said with Noma, you think either her daughter or Monet.
Mm-hmm.
So what about Don Carter? Who do you think is going to put an end to Don Carter here?
Don Carter can either be Drew or the other cop.
Nico,
because of what happened with Felicia and the other for what happened to what's the name's brother, the other cop. What's the
Kamal Tate.
Kamal Tate.
I'm gonna go with Rashad O-Dog Tate or Tariq.
Oh, I like Rashad Tate's idea better because that'll come out of left field too. Because he has every right to get justice for his brother.
Yeah, it's just how are they gonna figure that out?
Correct.
Yes. How are they gonna, or even if they figure it out, how are they gonna convince Rashad that it was him? That's the only caveat there.
That is true. Like one, you got to find the proof because no one has the proof yet.
No,
unless Nico finds it and gives it to someone. But I doubt that would happen. So we'd have to find out how we get solid proof. Or maybe Effie. But how did we get Effie to?
Oh, but no, I don't think it was documented though.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. I don't think it was really like that's the part that wasn't that we don't have the proof on that part yet. So that's the only thing about how can we prove he was the one that did it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
yeah,
That's the only thing, but I'm not mad at that. I like that idea from you, SP.
yes.
Oh, good.
The only remaining scenes with either Noma or Kane were Noma meets with her daughter and basically snitches on the daughter's father, saying that
Mhm.
he's a drug dealer and that's why the cops are after her. She's a businesswoman and her father did some dangerous things,
And
and
I
that's
inherited most
why
of his stuff.
and that's why they're after her. But you can kind of tell that Anya doesn't really believe what she's trying to sell.
Yeah.
She tells her that she's marrying Kane, one of her associates, who Anya already knows is a drug dealer. So Anya goes and visits Kane. Before that, Kane was meeting with Monet, who was basically just trying to convince him, like, what you're doing is dumb. Like she's got you under her thumb, and you're gonna be the fall guy for her
Yep.
for Noma when everything goes off with her. And Kane's not trying to hear it because
Nope.
his mom is always trying to play him like he ain't smart, but he knows the whole deal with her. He knows the type of sneaky shit that she's been up to all these years. So he's not trying to hear it from her. He even tells her, he was like, "You're gonna get a job at what at Walgreens?" At Walgreens. He said, "Good luck filling out those applications."
Vacations.
When she leaves, when Anya shows up, Anya and Kane talk to each other, and she basically knows everything about Kane. That he comes from basically a drug family. She says that the Tejadas are basically the Gottis of the ghetto. Great line.
That was a good line. I don't know who wrote that, but I was like, wow, that's a good one. I love it.
And she even tells Kane, "I'm not gonna call you daddy," which, I mean, knowing how she is, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she did. But that leads to Kane basically giving her some money and saying, "Go buy something
I
for
get something
yourself.
for
Go
yourself.
make a TikTok. Get the fuck up out of here."
Said like a true dad. Get the fuck out of my house, yeah.
Oh, great stuff! Great stuff. Kane's growing on me towards the end of the season.
Kane, if Kane, if they let him be like, listen to him more, it could work out in his favor. But he got to still keep proving himself.
Yeah, the less he worries about, he hasn't worried about Tariq too much this season. So
Yep.
he's grown on me. We got Power Driver Finisher. He says they're gonna have to get rid of that Carter dude. 100%. We also got Ace who says Anya said, "I'm not gonna call you daddy," and Demarcus says Kane can't underestimate Anya. Yeah, Anya. I like your shout of Anya being the one that kills Noma. That would be surprising, yet not really. If she finds out about because Tariq has that information that Noma had her father killed.
That's true. So right. So that would be the ammo that kind of like so we can either play that card or like not, but like something's gonna happen between Noma and her daughter. Don't know what it is exactly, but something after that conversation that they had is something that's gonna come to foreshadowing.
All right, moving on to, I'll call this our, because we did A, B, and C basically here. Moving on to our D plot, which was Effie, and she's not having a good week. And neither, we'll go with Effie and Diana here, kind of put them together here. So Effie is basically, here's the bad news from Kane about him and Noma getting married. Effie's mother, played by soprano star Drea
I thought this was a good.
Mateo.
I love this pick for her being the mom. I really enjoy. I like this.
She ambushes her on the Stanfield campus, calls her Josie, because remember, Kane knew her full name, Josephine Effie Morales, and announces that her husband has left her for some young bimbo that works at the car company. She says that she's broke and is wondering if Effie can flow her some money. And Effie's response is, "The man that molested me left you."
Yes.
Sounds like a fucking you
You
problem.
problem. I loved it. That was a good one. That was a great one right there.
Effie continues to gush about how proud her mom continues to gush about how proud she is of Effie, but it doesn't land. She says that if you were on fire, I wouldn't piss on you to put it out. She says,
Yo, that's so bad, yo. Oh my god.
she says, if you were out in the cold, I wouldn't let you in. So her mom hits back. She's like, there she is, the cold-hearted Josephina. You're a real bitch. How is anyone ever gonna love you? And that, you could tell that hit her hard.
If that's not Kate Eakin at its finest, I don't know what is. Because the way those two were talking to each other, you seen Tommy and you seen Kate. I'm surprised she didn't say, you know what, here, take this little bit of money and get the fuck out. Leave me the fuck alone. But she just walked, she was like, nope, I'm just gonna walk away.
Just gonna walk away.
Yeah.
Don't give her no money, don't pay her no mind.
Mm-mm.
Effie delivers the fake social media history to Kane for approval, but all he wants to talk about is how she has the wrong idea about him and Noma. She laments that she's always had to take care of herself, to which he replies, I got you. She was like, just be honest with me. We're supposed to be friends. And he's like, this is just for business. So they get on the same page. They're on the same page again. They even laugh over the whole social media thing. So they seem like they're on a good thing at the end of that whole situation. Moving on to Diana. Diana's just reacting from killing Felicia. Like, she's out here fucking spying on the
Just
young boy
stupid.
Cole.
Oh, just a dummy. Ugh. Go ahead,
Sees that he's in an orphanage. Then she's basically goes back to Tariq's dorm, and she's about to sleep with him. They kissing, and she wants to make a baby again because Tariq grabs the latex, becomes the latex predator, like DeMarcus says, and she's like, no, you don't.
Would it be
that.
so bad if we had another baby? Oh, we didn't even know. Like, what? I really wanted to like go through the screen and like shake her, like just punch her right in the eye. Yo. Yes,
I'm
because it's
gonna give her one of these.
like, okay, yes, you didn't want to. You were in this predicament. No problem. You didn't want to get rid of it, but you really knew an idea. You didn't want to have your baby in this like drug lifestyle, and you're clearly not leaving this lifestyle. So, what do we want to do? Let's do it again.
Because it worked out so well the last time.
It worked out perfectly. We would be the great poster parents. This is the baby of hope. Remember they kept saying that shit the other episodes? This baby's gonna bring so much love and hope to these families. The fuck? What? No.
What are we doing? What are you doing? So she leaves Tariq's dorm. The next day they're in class, and she's distracted looking at pictures of Felicia with her son.
Actually, on the social media page, it's like, you are stalking this person. They're gonna find you.
Brashanya has to help her in class to answer the teacher and whatnot, where they have a little conversation. She don't even come at Brashanda for freaking being a snitch, snitching on her being pregnant in the first place.
Yep.
They all good with each other. And she gives her some good advice, saying that it's natural for someone who has a miscarriage to try to have a replacement baby, but she thinks that she just needs to leave Tariq and that idea alone and focus on being a good student. And that talk seemingly helps Diana in a way, but we shall see.
Someone is actually talking smart here in these damn series.
We got Project Finisher says these were all clearly raised by Monet. Yes. We also got DeMarcus. He says, what would hurt Noma more is the death of Anya. And Anya, it could be collateral damage at Noma and Kane's wedding. Imagine if Diana smokes Anya. Ooh. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Damn, wow. Okay. Damn, that's actually a good one too. But Diane ain't no fucking killer. Look, you can see what she already doing. So I don't even see that even fucking happening now.
Hey,
She's already
she's a killer now. She's a killer now.
shit, but it's by accident.
Jamarcus saying that Kane wants Effie to go to the robotic school like Lorenzo wanted Diana to go to college. Yeah.
Okay.
Effie will call Kane daddy.
Really?
All right, finally, we got our E plot, or it should be the B plot for Brayden.
Oh my god. Go ahead.
Why I have this headline here when something goes wrong. Brayden, at the beginning of the episode, he moves out of Tariq's place. He said he's getting his things together, and he says he's gonna move in with Elle because he loves her. Tariq just laughs and then mocks
right.
him.
He's another
saying
like,
that
yeah, all right, nigga. Go
and
ahead.
then saying that he barely knows her. They argue a bit because Brayden wants more respect for everything that he's been doing. He says, I'm moving fast, smart, and shit's working out. What the fuck have you been doing, Tariq? He was like, we lost out on the no live business. He got the knockoff course correct to get our business back up and running, and you're worried about killing a fucking cop. So I mean, I was on Brayden's side at this point.
I was on Brayden's side at first. He was talking real. He was talking 100% correct. So I was like, yo, Brayden, you got this, bro. Like you until continue.
But when he arrives at Elle's room, he finds her unresponsive after doing some cocaine. Brashanda is in the room and he's like telling her, she's like panicking and stuff, and he's just like, call 911. She's like, there's drugs all over the place. He's like, don't matter, call 911.
You gotta call
She got sickle cell. What the fuck are you doing?
Flush that shit down the toilet or something. Like, you worried about the wrong shit. Get up.
At the hospital, a doctor tells Brayden that the cocaine Elle took was laced with fentanyl, which sent her into a cardiac arrest. So Brayden opens her phone and texts the guy who supplied her with it, pretending to be Elle, setting up another meetup. Just before Tariq, he calls up Tariq when he basically, the guy confirms where to meet him, and he calls up Tariq. He's like, "Yo, I want to go help. I want to go scare the guy that sold that drugs to Elle." And Tariq, for the first time, I think in this whole series, was actually a good friend and said, "Yeah, sure." Didn't even ask too much. He just said, "What you got in mind? What you got in mind?" He was like, "I just want to scare him a bit." He lied.
All right. He was like, "All right, bet. See you later." No problem, because Brayden would have questioned, but he still would have showed up. So he did what a good friend was supposed to do, was show up for my friend. My friend need me, I'm gonna go help him out. Now, the series of events that happen once we get to said check-in or run up on, I don't know what you want to call it, or
it's a run up on. Just before Tariq and Brayden meet with Elle's dealer, Steve, Tariq realizes that his friend is high. He was like, "You high?"
Nigga,
He's like,
high?
"Yeah, I took some to take the edge off." He was like, "No, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay.
And when they get into the guy's apartment, they bust in with guns. Brayden quickly pulls out his gun and forces Steve to do line after line of the coke laced with fentanyl. He's like, he keeps like, do another. Tariq's like, all right. He gets the point.
Bro, like, chill out.
I thought we were just scaring him. And he was like, yeah. He was like, you would do the same for your girl. Threw him on the bed, and then he shoots him in the head.
Like, the guy wasn't even like fighting him. He was just like, he's like, get over there. And then he just shoots. Like, I was like, did he just really just shoot him? Like, the guy didn't even like provoke him or did it. He just was like, yo, my bad. Like, I didn't like. Now they gotta clean that shit up.
He was on his Tommy Egan shit though.
He really was on. Yeah, no, that's a Tommy move right there. See, mess with it. One thing about Tommy is a lot of shit, but when he in love, he loves hard. And when someone hurts somebody that he loves, I feel sorry for that person because they're going to die one way or another.
So Tariq isn't so much mad about the murder, but as the messy way it was done. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He was like, "This is how we get caught." They hastily wiped the premises off of their fingerprints before taking off via the fire escape, knowing their asses they pulled the ghost and they touched the window. So
They touched something in there. One of the two of them
yeah,
did.
they had to touch something. The next morning, Elle is awake and doing much better. Though she's horrified because this fucking idiot Brayden brags that he made sure that Steve wouldn't sell her or anyone else tainted drugs anymore. She yells that all life is precious, and then she kicks Brayden out of her hospital room and possibly out of her life. And now this bitch gotta go. I'm sorry, Brayden. I know
Yeah.
you're in love, but she gotta go because she knows way too much.
And she could possibly, and also, which I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember. Brayden used her phone to text homeboy, so that shit will come
Yes.
back to her
Yes.
one way or another. So soon as the cops coming for her, guess what you're gonna start doing? Singing like a fucking canary. Oh yeah, I didn't do this. Singing loud.
Oh, Brayden, what are you doing, Brayden? I was so proud of you before, and then you done fucked up. You done fucked up, homie. And he says, Brayden definitely touched the window. He had to. He had
Because he
to
was
touch
high.
something.
He wasn't
He was
even
too high. He was too high. Poor Steve. Poor Steve. Steve had to go though.
Yep,
Lacing
Steve
your
had to
shit
go.
with fentanyl.
Yep.
What are you doing? We got power driver finisher. He says, "Nah, I trust her. Brayden's got this. I'm happy for my guy." You being sarcastic? Stop it! Stop it! You know this is gonna go wrong. Elle gonna be a fucking snitch. She gotta go.
And she was the first one like, it's all right, Tariq. I already know everything. It's cool. Don't worry. Like he was like, what? I don't even fucking know you. What a dummy. Dummy.
She gotta go. She gotta go. Do you think that Brayden will have it in him to piece her on out?
Nope. It's gonna be Tariq.
Yep. I was like, gotta be Tariq.
Tariq Kane gotta get it out of there. Or maybe Effie. Maybe Effie would do it.
Oh man. But yeah, that was this whole episode, which, like I said, I thought it was a solid setup for what's to come. Like we said, we have a lot of questions that need to be answered in the last two episodes coming out of this episode, but it just wasn't the impactful type episode I'm used to in these type of finales. Like I said with episode 5, 8, and the finale are usually the best episodes in a power season.
Yeah.
And this just didn't feel like it was that impactful punch that it needed to be.
I can agree with. I understand what you're saying on that. If you're going based on all of the seasons and the series itself, yes, I could agree with you on that one for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna remind myself what was season 3, episode 8 last season. What happened in that episode? Power Ghost. What was that? Let's see the description. That was sacrifice. The feds apply pressure to get their suspect to flip. Drew's erratic behavior leads to the Costellos to grow suspicious as Tate prepares to go up against his political opponent. Harper brings his ethics into question. Oh, this was when Drew and Kane killed the Castillos.
Oh, the family.
Yeah. And then when he did that whole scene in the fucking restaurant with with his ex-boyfriend. That's the NBA star. See, even that was better than this year. What are we doing? Come on.
Okay, fine.
You're better than this, Power. Come on. You better bring it. Episode 9 and 10. Episode 9 and 10. But let us know in the chat whether you gave this episode a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Out of 10, what did you give the show? And who was your MVP and LVP for the show overall? For me and Krssi, for episode 8, Higher Learning of Power Book 2 Go, season 4, Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, yeah, we can go like that.
Yeah, I still think it was solid. I'm gonna give it Orange Cassidy thumbs up. It was still solid. I would give it a solid 6.5. It's passing in public school.
I give it a 7.
You give it a 7. We
Give it a
got
7.
Power Drive Finisher agrees. He gives it a 7. We got Ace in the chat who says, "Remember, Tommy had it in him to kill his ex-girlfriend." He definitely did.
Yep.
Tommy did. Hopefully, Brayden could get high and snap like Tommy did on Holly.
Because she probably gonna do some fuck shit, like, "Hey, Brayden," or like, go to, do something crazy, and that's
She
when
wears a wire or some shit on her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There we go. There we go. And who was your LVP for this episode, Krssi?
LVP. Brayden.
Is it Brayden? Yeah, it's got to be Brayden. I'm sorry, Brayden.
Sorry, friend.
I'm sorry, Brayden. It's got to be you. It's
got
to be you.
It's got to be you. Yeah. Sorry.
Could have been better. MVP for this episode, Krssi?
Carter and Noma.
I was gonna say that. I would say I would give it to Noma.
Noma.
Noma was the one that initiated this union.
Oh yeah, because she came in like I can give more Noma than Carter, because Carter was his back was to the wall almost,
and he didn't give a definitive answer, so
right.
I'll give it to Noma for initiating that, because she was on the offensive. Once she almost got caught but didn't, thanks to Davis, and then she went on the offense with the offer to Nico, and then offering the union with Carter. So I'll give it to Noma for MVP of this episode.
I could dig it.
We got Power Driver Finisher who says LVP Brayden and Effie. We got
Effie?
I mean, what her mother said. I don't blame him. Ace says 6 out of 10 for him. We got DeMarcus who says 7 out of 10. We got Ace who says LVP is Brayden. And Power Driver Finisher says MVP Tariq.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Well, we got 2 more episodes to go to finish off Power Book 2 Go Season 4. We'll be with you next Monday, 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time, to review episode 9. And then we got 10 to finish it off. I don't know if there's going to be a break in between. Hopefully there's not, because that's when leaks.
I don't think there should be a break. There should be like straight through, like I broke up the damn season for stupid, but whatever.
We got DeMarcus who says Noma is MVP. We got Ace who says Tariq and Noma for MVP. Okay. Justin says Brayden Pookie Robinson MVP.
Justin. Oh yeah, I can see. I can agree with that one too, DeMarcus.
DeMarcus says Diana, and Power Driver Finisher says not Effie, the pregnant chick. He's talking about Diana. Krssi Love, let everybody know where they can follow you on social media, when they will see you again, either here or on the main channel.
So you can follow me, Krssi Love _1 on IG, True Hill Krssi Love on Twitter, which is X, and you find me on our flagship show of True Hill Heat on Saturdays, 11:05 a.m. Know Your Road, the post show for SmackDown on bodyslam.net. Join SP and myself on the Sports and Entertainment channel here on Mondays. So yeah, that's where you see me.
Indeed. I might be back on this channel maybe on Friday to review either Lair Season 3 or something else. I think I'm going to do something because I don't have anything planned for the main channel over there. So I'll be back over here then. Until then, follow me on the Twitter machine at True Hill SP3 and join me over on the main channel, the True Hill Heat Wrestling YouTube channel, for Collision Discourse number 42, reviewing this past Saturday's AEW Collision. The link is in the live chat on Facebook and YouTube, so check us out over there. are y'all checking out Fight Night? I've heard good things. My mom told me good things. I
Oh
just
yeah, I heard
don't know.
Fight Night is good. I'm waiting for it all to finish too. I like to just now Netflix is like spoiled people now. I want to just like watch everything all at one time now. So yeah, I've heard good things about Fight Night. Yes, yeah, they said this is like Kevin Hart's best like dramatic like acting. He's not being like he's not being comedic. He's like acting like so like the Wesley Snipes movie he did with on Netflix.
There we go.
So
but yes, until then, check out all of our other Power Book 2 Go Season 4 reviews for episode 6 and episode 7. But until next Monday, for Miss Krssi Love, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been our Power Book 2 Go Season 4, episode 8, Higher Learning Review. We are signing off until next time.
laters.